Hello guys, this is Jay here. So today I'm going to be covering the appeal to ignorance argument, or it could be otherwise known as the you can't prove me wrong argument. It's an argument that asserts that a position is valid or true just because there's no evidence proving otherwise. This form of argument allows the user of it to be able to make a claim and shift the burden on proof upon those who have ideas or views that disagrees with him. Thus, this is what makes it a fallacy, as the person who's making the claim has no need to prove it and can only be proven wrong if, well, somebody is able to find evidence contrary to what it is that they're claiming. An example of this would be if, let's say, I were to make the claim that there are aliens in outer space because we live in a large galaxy and there's billions of planets out there, and there's just no way that there's no aliens out there other than us because we live in such a big galaxy. And if I were to challenge a person, or let's say the class, to disprove that assertion that there's absolutely no form of life out there within the galaxy other than us, to prove that, and if you can't, well then, that just goes to show you that there is some form of life out there because we just live in such a big universe. And as you can see, that doesn't really necessarily make much sense, as it shifts the burden on you, the class, rather than on me to be able to provide the evidence, the necessary information in order to have my claim proven. Also, this argument can be used very defensively, as it can also discourage questionings of or any ideas that challenge the argument, as the person making the claim can always fall back on the concept of, well, it doesn't necessarily prove what it is I'm saying is wrong. Or unless you provide an alternative answer, my position is still right. An example of this is seen within an interview that I researched for the purpose of this video, in which an interviewer was questioning Kanye about his ability to be able to produce a clothing line without big name labels and why he could not do that independently. Kanye West's position was that he could not do it independently because it would cost too much money and he just didn't have it. In which case he accused the interviewer of not knowing the answers, and thus his argument or anything that he's saying that's challenging his opinion was invalid because he did not have an answer that could counter his claim. Thus, Kanye is able to discredit, so to speak, the person's argument without having to actually give an honest consideration, as the burden of proof is shifted onto the person, or in this case, the interview, who was challenging his claim of not being able to independently produce content. And I say I'm going over time now, but just kind of a little recap. What makes this a fallacy is that the person making the claim does not have to prove his assertion right, nor provide evidence that supports his point of view. Only that there is no idea or evidence that challenges his claim. With that being said, thank you guys for your time, and I wish you all a good day.